Yeah, what up YouTube, it's your boy Zod. Anyway, as you can see, got my little case where I carry my camera. I should be getting another camera soon. I don't know how soon. You know, I need to upgrade because I plan on doing videos, you know, as far as shooting videos for other people. But, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up, and hopefully I will. But, you know what I mean, for right now, I'll stick with this camera. But, you know, I just wanted to make this video because, you know, I would figure, and this is not to get arrogant and say that everybody watching my channel, because that would be ludicrous. Because if everybody was, then I wouldn't need super chatting for people to donate. Even though I don't really need donations, but they do come in handy when it comes to, you know, little things that I choose to do and purchase outside of my own, without coming out my own pocket. And for the most part, for the people that have did that, you know, I appreciate it. Truly. But this video is about, you know, in a series of other ones that I spoke about, as far as like after that dude got smoked, and then people's attitude towards dude getting smoked. And, you know, there was a lot of people that were for certain things, and there was a lot of people against it, and just couldn't understand why somebody would want to, you know, I'd be so morbid. And, you know, for the most part, I did say what I wanted to say, and that was like that I didn't care, and that was just my me being me, you know what I mean, just keeping it a 100 with my viewers, regardless of the negative impact or whatever. It was just me being me. Now, I would figure if a person did see my video that they refrain from doing the same stuff that particular individual did, as far as like telling people to pull up to certain spots and quick to drop location, and you know, for the most part, you have some that when they do say, oh, you can meet me right here, that it's either in a spot where you're gonna go and it's gonna be a lot of people there, as far as like people that are like-minded individuals of him. So most likely they're homeboys or people, family members, whatever, that choose to take part in stupidity. And then in other cases, it's just somewhere you're gonna go and it's gonna be nobody there. And in a lot of cases, even for myself, that has happened. You go because you're stupid and you allow yourself to play into somebody else's hand. You show up and you're sitting there like a dummy, and something's telling you to bounce, but you know that inner demon within you is like, nah, hell nah, you know, I need to show them that I'm here, you know what I mean, and that I'm ready to get busy. You know, immature mentality. You still think on a younger level, and I'm guilty of that in a lot of cases. But you know, for the most part, I kind of like slid back from it, because not only because dudes weren't showing up, but it was kind of stupid to show up in a situation, regardless whether you may have had something or you didn't. Because if you had something, 9 times out of 10, some of these cats can actually, you know, think on you. They can tell. So you're getting busted with a weapon that you're not supposed to have. Or if you go without anything, thinking it's a head up, and then you get caught slipping in a situation that's going to get you blown down because you went as a man to get down, but these dudes pulled up with a different train of thought. And in a lot of cases, that's exactly how people think nowadays. Now, the whole reason I made this video is just to, you know, reiterate the fact of, you know, don't drop locations. Like, if you get into an individual online, understand that not everybody's with the wolf tickets. You'll drop your location to the wrong cat and you'll end up like dude. And it doesn't matter if you're a dropout. It don't matter if you're a solid dude. It don't matter if you're the coldest killer in the world, because there's always somebody crazier, more dangerous than you, and willing to go above and beyond. You got dudes that don't care about family members. They don't care about their own family members. So sliding in your house and doing something to you in front of people that you may care about is a real option for them. They don't care either way. It's just there's a you know, they're borderline sociopath, if not sociopath all the way. They're the borderline. So it's like, it doesn't take much. So I would hope my videos would not you know, instigate, but they would give you an idea of why you know, dropping location could be so dangerous, and that it's just reckless. And like I said, I'm guilty of it, because I've dropped locations that I would be at, and I've showed up to spots where people dropped location and said they would be at, and by the grace of whatever, they were never there, because 9 times out of 10 cats don't be on the fight anyway. And you know, the spots that I had dropped for them, it's a good thing that they don't show up, or that they didn't show up, because then I would end up catching the case probably would have went right back to prison for the rest of my life and just been in a situation I really didn't need to be in, especially if you're, you know, somebody that's really trying to go to the next level as far as like, you know, not only get your subscribers up, but get, you know, that solid foundation there, because if you got a solid foundation, you never have to worry about fans, because they're always going to be there. And not necessarily fans, people that just genuinely share the same ideas, and even those who don't, that when you do talk about certain things, not even prison, but just in general, maybe it may be about certain people's community, certain people's sexuality, whatever, and they don't necessarily agree with it, you can have a conversation, and that's where it ends. Whether it's agree to disagree. If you agree, you agree, and if you don't, you don't. But you know, as grown men, you learn how to just sort it out and come to understanding that, look, we may not see eye to eye on this, but we're still good, and I respect you know, not only your advice, but what you're saying. And then sometimes you sit back and you take into consideration and then taking to account like everything that was said, and you start seeing key points that was actually on point. So you're like, okay, boom, you know what, I was kind of wrong, you know what I mean? Not to say it totally changed your mind on it, but you see things and like, you know what, I should be a little bit more light on this, because it doesn't really need to, it shouldn't have been said this way, you know what I mean? Now, as far as like the whole videos that I've been putting out, as far as, you know, people passing, that you know, it is what it is. I'm the type of person I am, and it's like I don't feel no remorse for anybody that takes part in street stuff and end up dying because of it. It's natural law that karma will be revisited upon anybody that transgress against another. Prime example, many things that I did and got away with eventually got busted, and though it almost put me in jail for the rest of my life, that had happened a few times, and I didn't learn my lesson. The last one, I had to get smacked down and really face, like, not just, you know, I fought like 3 times, but like I really needed to be smacked down and you know, to be sat on my ass and realize like you are not invincible, you are not intangible, and you're not beyond judgment, you know what I mean? And it was a hard lesson, but I learned it. Did it stop me from really you know, being that type of person that just wants to turn up? No. But now I'm a little bit more smarter in the sense, you know, there's some cats that can not even randomly get me to the point to where I just want to go off on them, because I feel like they think that, you know, stuff is sweet over here, and it's not, and I try to explain to them, as long as I've been living and doing what I do, like there's a reason for that. But yeah, you know, that I try to tell people just to, you know, forego all the bull. Like, if somebody tells you they want to get busy, you know, you got to tell them, get up with me in traffic, or, you know, if you catch me somewhere and you know you want to get that, we'll get it. All that dropping locations, letting fools, and there's some fools stupid enough to let them know exactly where they stay at. Like, understand this, not everybody's gonna fight you. They don't want to fight you. They want to gain a name, especially if you're one of these cats that's on YouTube and you're doing it big. You got cats that just hate you. You got dudes that just the disdain for you is there, and they really have no real reason for it. It's just because they feel some type of way. Some dudes are mentally off, like that one dude that, you know, Pobrecito, like he tried to come at me like with a rap, and I gave him his shine, because, you know, I ain't gonna be selfish. Maybe dude just really needs some bread or something. So I threw people at his channel and like, look, this fool dissed me. I don't care, like, rap this is nothing to me, as long as you ain't disrespecting certain things and saying that you'll kill me. If you're within arm's reach, you know that things go the way they go. People have been fine, you know, whatever. But other than that, I just tend to let it go, because it really means nothing to me. Like, it's a waste to throw your life away for an individual that wasn't worth it to begin with. Like I said, if you're not on the street and face to face with the individual, it's irrelevant. A dude can say all day what he'll do to Zod. I'll do this, I'll knock you out. It ain't happened yet. And it's not, and that's not to say that it can't happen, but I just say it ain't that sweet. Like, I'm not the type you just run up to me and do it, unless you get the drop on me and I just happen to be, that'd be the first knockout. But so far people have tried and it hasn't happened. But then again, I'm not like certain individuals go online and just get disrespecting everybody because I feel like I'm Billy Badass. No, I demand my respect, and I give those who give me my respect their respect. That's why a lot of places I can go into, a lot of different hoods. I function with a lot of different dudes. Some dudes are Bloods, some dudes are Crips, and I can function with them because we don't have, they're not natural enemies to my neighborhood. We don't beef with Bloods and we don't beef with Crips. You know what I mean? Like, we beef with our enemies. So, you know, you have people that come on here about that too. Like, oh, you know, that ain't our problem. Like, if your vodka beefs with Bloods, that's, you know, if I'm good with your vodka, like certain foods, it's like, I got you, but I'm not going with you go put in work on your enemies like that. They're not my enemies. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, on the street, like, you're getting smashed, you know, we do our thing. But as far as like just going out to do that, I mean, that's irrelevant. But I'm gonna end the video with this, man. If you don't know for a fact that dude is gonna pull up and get busy with the knuckles, and it's in a location that more than just you guys know, so everybody's aware of the situation, leave it alone. Don't drop your location to your house. Don't drop your location to anywhere that you're gonna constantly frequent. The idea is to drop it in a location to where it's kind of secluded. You can do what you do, whether you get busy or you want to go further, and then be able to go home. And if dude's like, you know, you happen to go further than that and he get away, at least when he try to come back, it's gonna be to a spot that it's nowhere anyway, ain't no right there, and you don't go there. Why drop your location 2 streets over from your house? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that makes no sense. Like, people can't find you. You know what I mean? It's just stupidity. Stop dropping your location. Don't let these fools on the internet pump you up to crash yourself out, because a lot of them, as soon as you do something to them, they're gonna tell anyway. So, you know what I mean? Just be smart. You know what I mean? Be smart. Let these cats do what they do. Move around, man. Like, people say what they want, but look, I'm on YouTube, I'm doing my thing, and eventually the way things are working out, you see the holiday, all that just been falling into place. I plan on traveling. I got my boys already putting together some stuff, you know, so the first chance I get to travel, I'm gone. You know what I mean? It's just like, and that's how you got to keep it. You stay in these streets, you're gonna die eventually, especially if you want to stay super active. You know what I mean? If you're gonna stay super active, eventually you're either going to jail, and not necessarily for the rest of your life, but you're going to jail. You're gonna, if you really doing it the way you're doing it, you're gonna touch that cage. I don't know, man. It ain't nothing but dick and ass in there. Avoid it at all costs, man. Take your ass to the house when you need to go to the house. Do what you need to do. Get your job, whatever, and pay these motherfuckers no mind, because even your homeboys will figure it out you after a while, you know what I mean? But don't draw no more location, man, because a few cats that just got killed, it's all on the news, same dumb shit, dropping location, or just get caught slipping, not being aware of their surroundings. With that being said, I'm your boy Zod. I'm going to go ahead and go to work. You enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully you support the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all videos, and thanks for getting me to 27,000. It's been long, the climb is hard, but I'm there, and hopefully by this year I'll be in the 30s. If not, you know, we'll climb some more. With that being said, I'm your boy Zod, and I'm out.